There are a couple of areas that you need to focus on to really be a full-on proper adult. I'm not saying if you don't have your game locked in all these areas, you are not an adult. What I'm saying is you might not just be adulting at the highest level possible. And what is that highest level? It's you being the best version of yourself. So the first area, typical of me, income. Guys, you gotta continuously work on your income. So there are three ways to make money. One is to get a job, start a business, or start a business and sell a product. The third way is to invest in people who have businesses, who they themselves have hired people who have jobs. All right, those are the three basic ways to make money. And you have to probably do all three actually to really be successful, especially when you're starting from the bottom. You're probably gonna have to do all three. You're gonna have to get a job. At some point, you're gonna have to start a business while having in that job, and then reinvest in the business and invest in other businesses to actually generate money. But the importance of having money is this. When you've got a good income that enables you to live pretty well and you're handling it correctly, it allows you to actually continue to invest in the things that you want to do. Without a solid, good, proper income, it's gonna be very difficult for you to do a lot of other things. Now, you don't need money to make money, but you definitely need money to do a lot of other things. Why? Because most things require money. Okay, and then number two, you gotta focus on your health. I don't care what the TV says, what the magazines say, how perfect you are, the way that you are. That is all sweet and good and makes us all feel warm and fuzzy inside. But nonetheless, guys, there's an optimal level of health. And we're not all gonna be like swimsuit models and rugby players, etc. We don't need to be that, but we just gotta be the best versions of ourselves, all right, and do the best that we can, all right? So you don't have to go to the gym 10, 50 times a week. Just go as many times and as good times as you can to sort of just improve your health. And if you can't go to the gym, hit the street running, but do something, move. And this is important if you're an adult, okay? As an adult, one of the responsibilities you have is not to die prematurely. Okay, obviously you can't get, say, shot in South Africa. You can be in a car accident. A lot of things can happen to you, but you have the responsibility to try prevent a lot of things from happening that are caused by you, right? So no reckless driving, obviously. And that means also taking care of your body. So do whatever you can, take care of your body. If you can do that, then you will do very well. Okay, here's another key topic: social standards. A lot of guys become adults and they don't have social standards. If you do not have social standards, that means pretty much almost anybody can walk into your life and you'll not be filtering them properly, and they'll start influencing you in ways that you might not want. They might be going where you don't want to go, and it's up to you to have people in your life that are leading where they are going, and that's the same place that you want to go. If you hang out with people pulling in a lot of directions, especially socially and mentally, you're going to find yourself in a lot of trouble. And this is where probably a lot of us go wrong when we're young. Sometimes even good friends actually aren't good friends for us because they're pulling in a totally different direction, and we've got certain dreams or certain ambitions that might actually get dragged down by being around them. Now, I'm not saying you should now all of a sudden change your friends. That's not what I'm saying at all. All that I'm saying is you gotta have social standards that help you filter the sort of people you keep around you in the weekend, during the day, and even at home sometimes, if possible. And then lastly, the final point that I wanna give: adults have goals. They have a certain place that they want to end up in their lives. Obviously, we are all technically going to the same place, depending on your beliefs. We are all going to the same place or similar places. But nonetheless, before you get there, there's a place where your life will end up. You want to have goals. Goals will give you purpose and drive, and most importantly, they'll wake you up in the morning. Some people will say on social media, "Oh, I'm lazy." They'll post it on their bios on LinkedIn or Facebook, whatever, and they'll say, "I'm a lazy person." Sometimes not that people are lazy, it's that people are uninspired. The goals that they have or the lack of goals cause them to just want to sleep in. If you have goals that inspire you, that wake you up in the morning because you want to get going, you want to do something, it will drive you forward as an adult. That's one type of set of goals. The other set of goals that you need is those that you plan your life around, or those that help you progress in your life. You need a goal plan and you need goals if you're going to be a proper full-blown adult. If you lack any of these 3-4 things that I've mentioned today, you might find yourself turning age 30, 35 and feeling very unhappy. Why? Because you never focused on core principles on how to be a solid adult. So that's it, guys. Those are the 4 things I want you to focus on in terms of being an adult. If you can build those things, then you will, get the answer of how to be an adult. Until then, see you next time. Love you guys.